What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 26 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down part 2 of the Walk-On Wonders promo in Cut 25. I believe this is going to be the final content drop of this promo, and honestly, I'm kind of happy this one's going to be over because EA just really did one thing with the selection of the players, specifically from the teams that they represent, that was just kind of annoying. With all of the teams that are possible, they continued for the second week in a row now to really just focus with the higher overall cards on 2 schools. And like, there's just too many good players, too many schools to represent to focus on such a small amount there. So with this promo, it's, I think, over, because if you look at the solo challenges, week number 1, we had 50 stars worth of solos. Week number 2, same thing here. And if you look at the milestone rewards, it ends at 100. Now, could they add on to this? Absolutely. But if they don't, this is it. You play through the solos that came out today, plus last week's. You got a bunch of coin packs, which ultimately aren't going to give you too much. And then you have an 83 plus B&D Walk-On Wonders pack. Hopefully, for a lot of you grinding through these solos and opening up this pack and the level 5 pack as well, hopefully it gets you a champion level card. But an 83 plus B&D is a nice reward considering what you have to do to get it. And you can always quick sell those cards to get training and use the training on the various rerolls in the game. Along with that, there is also, of course, Field Pass objectives in relation to this promo. Now, we didn't get anything brand new because the rewards within the solo challenges, or not the solos, the objectives within the Field Pass, if you completed them all, they give you a program strategy item, which ultimately is going to make the cards in this promo better, because equipping this will give you, most importantly, +1 speed on all of the cards in this promo, and only this promo. So it's not going to impact any additional cards, but you do have that free Clay Matthews, the welcome pack player that could be upgraded through the Walk-In Wonders event. I got through this one pretty quickly, got to the 35 wins there, and this is just another indicator that this thing's all over, because this event expires in 7 days and 34 minutes, which likely means we're going to have a brand new promo this upcoming Friday or a week from today to replace this one. So good riddance on this one. It wasn't terrible, but again, I just didn't like the player choices being such a limit to the amount of opportunity of schools that they could have used, but it did have some pretty good free content, and hopefully between the 283 plus packs, some of you guys got something good. Now, going back to the Season 1 Field Pass, yesterday we did get content. I just didn't have time to get a video out on it, and because it was only 2 cards, there is some store updates and then the Field Pass objectives. Because it was such a small drop and Madden came out yesterday, I just didn't have time to get around and do a video on it. But if you were unaware, we have brand new weekly objectives. These are fairly good for XP, but the real XP is coming from the milestone objectives. I played through a hand of solo seasons games yesterday to chip away at these. If you can get interceptions, that's where the bulk of the XP is going to come from, between the milestones and the weeklies. But there should now be enough XP to fully max out this Field Pass, and there's some good rewards, especially if you have the Premium Pass, and hopefully a lot of you bought that with your pre-order points. Even if you didn't, it's definitely worth $15. At level 55, you get 2 rare B&D fantasy packs, and then you're going to get 2 more of those at level 59. I don't know if you guys have had pack luck out of these. I haven't opened up the 2 that I've earned so far. I want to get to level 59 before I open them up, and I do plan on having the next episode of No Money Spent for my Cut 26 squad dropping tomorrow morning, where I open up all 4 of those packs. Along with that, you are going to get more Season 1 trophies. EA basically confirmed yesterday that trophies will not be carrying over to Season 2. I didn't think they would, but I thought maybe there was a chance they would follow the model of Madden Ultimate Team, where season tickets carry over from season to season, because there is a new pack in the season ticket store, season trophy store, that indicates this one's all over and the best way to convert them over to coin. So if you go over to your Season 1 tab in the store, here is the coin conversion pack. For every 100 trophies, you're going to get a quick sell item that gives you either 250 coins or more. I opened up one of them and it gave me 500 coins. I felt like I won a championship there. Of course, the next time around, only 250. If you do the math on here, prior to yesterday, or today I should say, I had like 10 or 11,000, and I did the math. If I got the bare minimum on every one, which likely wouldn't happen, but it'd be pretty close because these pack odds are awful, I think it would have converted to like 27,000 coins. So you're better off using these trophies to purchase either players. These players upgrade. Remember, when Season 2 drops next Thursday, you're going to have that token if you reach level 51 in your Season 1 Field Pass that will upgrade any of these guys, and I'm assuming these guys are included as well, to an 87 overall. So if you haven't purchased at least one of them, I do think that Alex Perry, Aiden Fisher, and Jordan White are going to be the best 3 options. I would definitely use trophies on one of them to prepare for upgrading them to an 87 overall, and if you still have stuff left over, I mean, you can just kind of YOLO one of these packs, whether it's the content that came out today, content that came out yesterday, content that comes out on Monday, or if you want to wait for Sunday's alumni's. This is probably where I would finish up and spend the rest of your trophies, because to me, the conversion pack isn't great, and if they do the auto conversion, it's probably going to be even worse than the results you would get in here. Going back to today's brand new content, you can complete the Walk-On Wonders collection set. You would have to have gotten every champion, hero, and elite card from part 1 and part 2 to get those tokens that go into this set, and you only get 150k, so certainly not worth it. And if we take a look at the brand new cards that came out today, there's 2 88 overall LTDs, 4 87 overall champion level cards, and for today specifically, the teams that are represented, and I obviously discuss my displeasure in this one, are going to be Purdue and Cincinnati. So we have another strong safety. They did this a lot in last year's game where like there'd be a certain position that would be neglected for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then they'd finally give a player at that position a card, and then it would just be opening the floodgates. And now it feels like we just keep getting strong safeties. With the 2 LTDs, they're both pretty good. You got an 88 speed running back, 6'2", 87 speed strong safety with 88 tackle, 82 man, 87 zone. So the LTDs aren't bad, as well as the champion level cards. And again, those are going to represent Purdue and Cincinnati. Left guard is a left guard. It's not exciting. Joe Royer actually isn't too bad because he's 6'5", and he can run block too. He's got 81 run block, good route running, good catching. And remember, with the strategy item for this promo that can be earned for free, you can get him up to 85 speed. So I actually kind of like this card. The one that I will probably go after and add to the squad is going to be Manny Powell, who is a Mike linebacker, 6'2", 85 speed. We'll be able to get him to 86, 84 zone, 86 block shed, 86 tackle. I've been needing to upgrade this position. I was going to go with the names of the game card. I think his name's Jordan Stringer that came out a couple days ago. And now I'm happy I waited, because this card's actually a little bit cheaper. We can probably get him for 150k, and I think he's slightly better, especially with the strategy item factored in. So overall, decent but forgettable content drop, and mostly a forgettable promo at the end of the day. Hopefully we get a banger next Friday. The college football season is right around the corner, so hopefully we see some things be incorporated into the IRL season throughout the week. We have, I believe, 1 more week or 2 more weeks of mainstays, and that would probably line up with the first games of college football, maybe giving us a, team of the week type promo. But we'll see what they have in store for us next week for Walk-On Wonders. It is important to pay attention here on the $100 bundle. The graphic doesn't show any of the cards are B&D, but if you actually read the description, the 87 plus pack in this bundle is a B&D. Really slippery slope here. I've talked about it enough with these boosters. I love them, but I also hate them because it's a way to train people to think it's okay to spend money on B&D cards, and now you got $100 bundles that are giving B&D cards. Now, the good thing about the way the game is designed, Cut Ultimate Team specifically, is that training is still valuable all year. So if you want to go after a card that came out today, 3.55k training it's not going to guarantee you one because you got last week's cards in this pack, but my overall point, and I'm sure a lot of you know this by now, is training's really valuable. So even with B&D cards being in the booster packs or the featured offers, though I wouldn't recommend a $100 bundle that contains a B&D card, at least B&Ds equal training, and training has a lot of value in the game this year. But overall, like I said, forgettable promo. Not a fan that they basically limited it to 4 schools when it came to the champion and the LTD cards, and I'm happy this one is over. The free content was good, but the player choices just didn't have enough versatility there, and we'll see what we get next Friday. So no content tomorrow. I will be dropping No Money Spent episode tomorrow, and Sunday we got alumni. It's probably going to be the last alumni, well, not probably, it is going to be the last alumni drop of season 1, because season 2 is starting next week. So we'll see if they end that off with a banger. That's all I got for now. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.